Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Atlanta Grill Company. Today I'm going to fire up the ALFA ONE wood-fired oven and we are going to make some incredible wood-fired salmon. So let's get started. We're going to get this party started by lighting a fire in the ALFA. I'm going to let this guy get blazing and we're going to preheat this oven nicely to a temperature of around 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And while our oven's coming up to temperature, we're going to get some salmon fillets seasoned, and I'm going to use this month's Atlanta Grill Company rub of the month, which is our River Street Seaboard. This stuff is amazing on all kinds of seafood, and I'm just going to shake a nice bit of that on the top side of each of these salmon fillets, and I'm going to put that in the refrigerator and I'm going to let that dry brine for an hour or so while I give my oven a really strong preheat. While our fish is dry brining, we're going to make up a little sauce that we're going to put on this afterwards. I'm going to start out with some of the Atlanta Grill Company Carolina sauce, which is a mustard based sauce, and I'll give you the ingredients quantities here in the video description. After that, I'm going to add some Valentina hot sauce, and then one of my favorite maple syrups, this Run Amok Sugar Makers Cut maple syrup. Going to add a little bit of that, and nothing here at the man cave is going to be complete without a little bit of bourbon or whiskey, so we're going to splash some of that in there. And then we're going to come back with some of this Atlanta Grill Company River Street Seaboard to amp that up even more. And I'm just going to take my wooden spoon and we're going to stir that up and get that mixed up real well, because we're going to put that on that fish. I'm also going to set that on my small burner, and we are going to warm that. We don't want to boil it or cook it. We just kind of want to warm it up. Okay, my oven's nice and hot. I've got some ghee in my cast iron pan here. I'm going to put the pan in here, let the pan preheat, and let that ghee melt and get nice and hot. Okay, I've let that ghee melt and get nice and hot in this pan, so now we're going to put our fish in. And I'm putting this skin side down because I want that skin to crisp up while we're doing this cook. So now we go back to the oven. So now we're going to put the pan back in the oven and let this fish cook. If you want to use a thermometer to keep up with when your fish is ready, you're looking for a temperature here of about 135 before you pull it out. Maybe 130 if you're doing it in a cast iron pan. And just before our fish gets done, we're going to take it off and we're going to put some of our sauce on there. We're just going to drizzle some across the top. About like that. And then we'll go back to the oven to finish this up. And then we'll get this back in the oven for just a few minutes to finish it up. It's almost done. Okay guys, this fish is ready, and I want to pull this out here and let you have a look at what's going on the surface of that fish with that sauce and that sugar. You can see it bubbling and caramelizing a bit there. It's made a nice top on this fish. So I'm going to pull this off and let it rest for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to tear into it. Okay guys, man, this fish looks absolutely amazing. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of get into one of these here and let you see kind of how that boy's just going to flake apart. I garnished this with a little bit of green onion. I want you to look how flaky that fish is. That's just perfect. I got these off, like I said, they were about 135 internal, where they rest up to about 140, which is just perfect for salmon. So I'm gonna have a bite of this. If I can get a piece that won't fall apart on me with a little bit of that crust. That's crazy. Oh boy, that Atlanta Grill Company Carolina sauce brings a mustard flavor, and with a little bit of that hot sauce and a little bit of that honey in there, along with the River Street Seaboard seasoning, you've got a really amazing flavor set going on here, guys. So give this a try. Let me know what you think. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Atlanta Grill Company.